It's on everything. The time cover is really cool.
It's really cool. It's crazy.
I heard your husband's reaction, and it's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, I called him. I wasn't with him when I found out that this was going to happen, and so I called him, and I was like, I can't really talk, but I'm going to be in the cover of Time magazine. And he was like, oh, okay. And then I saw him in person, and he's like, what did you mean you're going to be on the cover of Time magazine? And I was like, I'm going to be on the cover. And he was like your books are going to be on the cover? And I was like, no, like I'm going to be on the cover. And he was like with other people? And I was like, no, just me. And he's like, I don't get it.
I love it.
But now he has it hanging on, he framed it and he has it in his office. Yeah.
I love your relationship. That is a bold move, brother. To be like, why?
Why though? but I had the same thought. I was like, but me?
Yeah.
But you know what? It happened.
I love it. But that's like, what a real and fun relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
like,
no.
That's best friend material.
Alex keeps me humble and also is like my biggest cheerleader.
I love that. So wait, this next story is like an epic love story in space, right?
Yes, it is.
Why space? Like, did you know anything about space before?
I knew nothing about space, and I have to stop doing this. Like, I did not know anything about 70s rock, and I was like, yeah, let me just write a book about it. And so with this one, I just really loved the idea of a person on Earth who is desperately in love with someone who is 250 miles away in space, and they are now in peril. Yeah. And Joan can't touch the person she loves, and she can't save them with her own hands. She has to just talk them through it. Yeah. And I just felt like that was a world that I could lose myself in, and I loved doing it.
And the metaphor of like, you actually both being on planet Earth, but you feel like you're that far away.
Get it.
There's a metaphor there
You
as
maybe
well.
could write a book.
Yeah, I was like, well, no. So speaking of writing, I have the same place that I write. You write in your shower?
Yes, I write
in my shower all the time, and then I feel bad for the planet because I maybe use too much water. Yeah. But like,
I do the same thing.
But it's so inspiring.
It is. You can focus.
Yeah.
And also, you know, some of my best thoughts are shower thoughts.
Me too.
I say a lot of times in my house, I'll be like, I gotta go take a work shower. Like I have to. I don't have an answer. I need to be in my head.
There's something about the white noise of it all, and no one's talking it. Yeah.
But I sometimes would like write the perfect line in my head, and I was like, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it if I don't. They make notepads for the shower.
What?
I gotta get
that are waterproof?
They're waterproof, and it's a pencil.
You are advanced.
Oh, it's really like, and I'll be in the shower, and I'm like, oh, then she needs to do this, flip the page, like, you know, and I've written like 5 pages of notes.
I'm a dumbass. I'm just creating water everywhere. I open up the door and grab my phone, the notes, and just start going away.
Yeah. Oh. I initially was writing it out in the steam on the shower door, and I was like, this isn't long-term solution.
I think the problem for me is a lot of it is melody. It's too, so I can't write it, so I have to grab the voice memo. That's what I'm going for. Well, you're not just writing books, so you have a movie in development, and I love this idea. We're around the same age, so I feel like we have the same influences. Yes. So the Chicks, you're doing a movie around all the music and stuff, right?
Yeah, we're taking the story of Goodbye Earl.
Yeah.
And we're making that a jukebox musical with all of the discography of the Chicks.
Love. Their catalog is insane.
Insane.
I mean, that's what we grew up on.
No,
like
and also, so I had the idea, I was like driving and I was listening to Goodbye Earl, and I was like, this is a story. Like, this could be its own story. And then I was like, oh, what if you use the songs of the Chicks to tell that story? And one of my best friends in the whole world is a Broadway fanatic. She works in Broadway. And I was with her going to see Moulin Rouge a couple of years ago. And it was like right before the curtain comes up, I say to her, like, I have a crazy idea, but like, what about Goodbye Earl as a jukebox musical? And I pitch her what the story in my head. Yeah. And she goes, okay, what's the second act? And I was like, I think I might need your help writing this. So we wrote it together. We wrote it together, and then we called everyone we could think of in Hollywood that might know the Chicks, and we finally found someone.
I really hope Cowboy Take Me Away makes the musical, but okay.
Let me assure you that
I was like, that's like one of my favorites. I'm like, God, I love their catalog so much.
Song.
I love all the things that you're doing, but everybody, Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid is available wherever you get your books. You need to go get it right now, and everyone in our audience is going home with a copy.